Hello everybody, this is YellowDemonHurlr, back with Shelter, and we are just astonished to return to this game. Anyway, the newest game in the Shelter series, Pause, was released just a few days ago, but I am broke and cannot afford to buy it, so I'm going back and playing a challenge for the first Shelter, which I loved. In case you didn't see that series, Shelter is a sort of survival game where you play as a mother badger, and you have to take care of your precocious little cubs here, which is easier said than done. I won't give away too much unless, in case you want to go back and watch my first playthrough, but it was a very emotional experience. But anyway, I'm back, and I'm going to be doing a challenge this time. I am going to be the best badger mom. See these 5 cubs? They are all going to survive. Now, one of the things about Shelter is that there are some sort of non-intuitive gameplay mechanics. And I think that most of my casualties in my initial playthrough were due to those non-intuitive game mechanics. Normally I might complain about it, but the effect just worked, so I'm willing to set that aside. But now that I know about all those things, I want to see if I can achieve a 100% survival rate. At least as much as possible within the confines of the game. Right. Please excuse my occasional coughing. It has been, 2 weeks, 3 weeks since I got sick, and I'm still have not been able to shake this cough. Anyway, before we continue, I have picked out, we are playing as, Eni, the, one of the surviving cubs from our last, from our first playthrough. Eni has gone on to become a mother herself, and she's put more thought into naming her cubs than I put into naming mine. So, from left to right, we have Jasper, Agate, who's, that's Agate there. I wish there was a cursor so I could point. Just a moment, let me try to get these guys to hold still. Okay, left to right, we have Agate, yes, I know, Ruby, Micah, Opal, and Jasper. And I have a sticky note with the names matched up to the patterns, so hopefully I should be able to keep people straight this time. Let's see. And I assure you it's pure coincidence that everybody looks like the previous generation. So, who needs fed? They start turning kind of gray when they need fed, but I think that some of them may be naturally more gray than others. Micah there. I think he's just more gray than the others. Let me see. Let's see. I fed Agate at the beginning of this recording, so I'll just go down the list, down my list as I have them up here. Jasper, you're first up. I guess since I've learned some tips and tricks, this could also be considered a walkthrough. I'll be out with some potential drama. Let's see, who's next? Opal. Opal, right in front of me. Okay. I guess I should talk about strategy then. These apple trees, it can be kind of tricky to ensure that the hungriest cub gets food from an apple tree. because it just falls randomly. And if you're not quick enough to pick it up, then the closest cub will snatch it up. Badgers don't coordinate their resources very efficiently. Ruby. Excuse me. Ruby. That is you? No. Drop it. Yeah. In this game, Eni here does not need to eat. Shelter 2, you can eat. I don't think you have to. But in this game, you can't eat at all. Let's see. There's a lot of owls in this tree. Okay. My first playthrough of this took maybe an hour and a half. There's a couple apples. I might end up going faster this time. Who's next? Agate. Actually, Agate got it. So, Micah, your turn. It's not registering my mouse clicks for some reason. Weird. So, does Micah change color? Not really. I think he's just naturally paler than the others. Then again, maybe I will take longer because there are a couple areas that I did not find in my first playthrough. I didn't even know about this cave here until I watched a Let's Play by another YouTuber named Bitbot 2000, and she found this. I had no idea this was here. Who's next? Jasper, you're up again. Where is Jasper? Where's Jasper? 1, 2, 3. Where the heck is Jasper? Probably inside of... Oh, he was probably under that tree. Jasper. Alright, so... what's in here? This is going to be a... I'm going to complete this in one session, one episode. This is going to be a Saturday special. Assuming I can get it... assuming I can complete it today. It is Saturday now. Saturday late afternoon, early evening. So, I don't know. It might end up being a Sunday special. A Saturday special on Sunday. Let me see. Here a frog. They don't... Oh, there's the frog. Ah, missed. Where'd he go? Fortunately, he's really far from water, so... Alright, I got a frog. I just fed Jasper, didn't I? Next is Opal. Here you go. I'm doing so well with the names! I struggled so much last time. Let's see. What are you guys dancing around? Oh, apple tree. Okay. Bam. Who got that? That was, Opal again. Okay. And this just takes us, okay, so that's just kind of a longer way to go the same direction. This is a linear game. Shelter 2 is open world, and consequently I felt that it kind of lacked focus. So I didn't like Shelter 2 as much as I liked Shelter 1. Pause is linear, so I have high hopes for that replicating a similar experience. Ruby with the pointy stripe and the circle. Let's see. Okay. Dum-de-dum. At the moment, I'm just kind of speeding through this, running ahead, sort of leaving the cubs behind at times, because this is a safe area. There are no predators. Yet. Agate with the sideburns. This is sort of the little bit of a tutorial area, I guess. Sort of. Except there's not a whole lot of tutorial material. Just let you sort of sink your teeth into it, so to speak. I just fed agates, so it's on to Micah. Oops, sorry, Micah. Here you go. Alright. And that's all 5. So next up is Jasper again. Let's see. I like the sort of abstract art style in this game. A lot of sort of minimalist games go for pixel art for their abstract style. It's just overused. Ooh, snapping twig. This I like this. I wish the gamma was down a bit though. Maybe I'll fix that in post. Let's see, at the top of the list, Jasper. Where is Jasper? There's Jasper on the right. Okay. Onward to Apple Tree. Maybe I don't really need to be feeding my cubs this much at this point, but, through the flowers. But the food is here. I might as well make use of it. Opal. Opal is to my left. Drop the apple. Nope. Maybe my mouse needs new batteries or something. Drop the apple. Okay. Up the hill toward the snowy mountain. I'm not entirely clear why we're making this migration. As we will see later, it's kind of a crummy idea. I think we would have been better off staying in our cozy little hole. But no, we have to venture out into the world and face the various dangers. Who did I just feed? Opal. Ruby is next. Ruby... Here you go. Wild onion. I don't know if that's really a wild onion. It looks like a wild onion to me. It might be something else entirely. Dun-dun-dun. Grass. Let's see. Was it? Yeah, control to sneak. Shift to sprint. And there's no stamina meter, so you can sprint forever. The problem is that your cubs can't quite keep up. Which is okay in a safe area like this. Fold! Let's see. I've never really got the hang of the sort of leap attack. I think it's just clicking from a distance. Ruby agate. Here you go. Okay. Apple tree. Grab the apple. Micah. Here you go. Memories. I remember that the first time I passed this tree, it fell on the head of one of my cubs and confused him. I'm fairly sure that you call badger babies cubs. Again, maybe not. I looked that up, but now I've forgotten again. Cubs? Pups? Kids? I don't know. This tree looks like something you should be able to ram, but it's not. Let me see. Wild onion. I just fed Micah, so it's back to Jasper. Here you go, Jasper. Yeah. Don't worry about falling off. There are invisible walls along the cliffs for you and your cubs. Alright, here's a bit that pretty much everybody gets wrong. Everybody's afraid of the fox. But the no. But the fox is harmless. If you can catch him, you can feed all of your cubs, but I can hardly ever do that. They're just too attentive. Let's see, if I sprint through grass, does he detect me? Yeah. Everybody doing okay? Kind of leaving you guys far behind. Yep, all 5. Yep, invisible wall works against me that time. Nah. See, the fox is faster than I am, and he notices if I get close. I've only once been able to catch a fox, and that was sheer luck, honestly. Maybe I can cut him off here. And drat. Nope. Alright, Mr. Fox. You're too quick for me. You will survive. Okay. There's plenty of vegetable food anyway. Opal is next, I believe. I can't see you guys. Opal. Here you go. No, don't pick it up again. There goes Mr. Fox. Here's an apple tree with a couple apples. I don't know who got... so... Agate and... Here you go, Ruby. 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 And we're on to Micah. I don't know what is up with my mouse. But I'm doing a really good job remembering my cubs' names, or Eni's cubs' names, rather. My grand cubs. So there's that. There's a vole down there, but I'm not gonna... See, there he is. Voling around, but I'm not gonna bother, because there are plenty of other things to eat around here. And all of my cubs are looking hale and healthy. Although Micah is seems to be lagging behind. I'm not certain, but I kind of suspect that each of these cubs has slightly different stats. The broad-striped cub seems slower than the rest, just a little bit. And his lighter color makes you think he's hungry more often. But I don't think he actually is. Is it Micah's turn, actually? I don't know. I can afford to make a mistake now and then. And here you go. Now, something of note is that food gets a little bit more limited in the later parts of the game. Which, so, in that sense, having fewer cubs is, I don't know if I would say an advantage, but it makes it easier to feed the cubs that you still have. But I want to get all the way through with all 5 cubs. And here is our first challenge. Oh, hey, it's the spirit tree. Hi, Vol. Bye, Vol. Yep. There's Birdie, who just kind of shrunk into the distance and has really weird wings. He will be our nemesis, or rather, she will be our nemesis, through the duration of the game, pretty much. And dealing with her is fairly simple. You need to time it so that your cubs are in cover when she arrives. As far as I know, she doesn't come after you at this point, but she will happily pick off your hapless cubs with a log, and that screech means she has seen us. But she can't get us inside the log. Let's see, where are you? Okay, here? Yes, yes. This is why real predators tend to be fairly quiet, so that their prey doesn't know they've been spotted. This way, I think. You need to be careful not to cut too close to inward corners like this, because your cubs will follow you in a straight line, even if that means leaving cover. And that can be dangerous. Let's see. Where is everybody? Over. It looks like they're pretty close to me. You left clicking when there's no food around makes you, I don't know, bark, and your cubs will respond. Ah. See what I mean about cutting corners? Something I didn't fully articulate in my initial playthrough was this clearing here. You can see that a lot of the trees have been are gone, and that's a sort of a real thing. When people clear an area of forest, often it becomes a hunting ground for birds of prey, which are currently far away, so let's move. Is this the right way? I think it is. So, the things we do have affect the life forms around us in ways that we may not necessarily anticipate. Yeah. Of course, I don't know if this area was cleared by people. The developers, I think, stated that there's no trace of people in this game, but this sort of systematic clearing like this makes me think people. Or I suppose beavers is also possible. I think there are there beavers in Europe? I'm pretty sure these are European badgers. I should have looked up the scientific name of these. Go. Now, the first time I went through this section, I was gripped in terror. Now I'm talking about ecology. Alright, where are you? There you are. You're coming toward me, so I'm going to wait till you circle around. Alright, looks good. Alright. And that's it for the birds segment. So, fairly simple, just stick from cover to cover, wait until watch the birds circles, and, excuse me, don't move until it's at its farthest point from you. Just take it carefully. Now, this part. You think Eni would have learned not to trust that rotten log. Alright, here we are, the second level, the part that scares everybody. And just about everybody loses cubs in this section. I think I just fed Micah, so on to Jasper. If I can get Jasper. Come on, Jasper. And okay, agate. Now, these rings are safe areas. As long as your cubs stay within these rings, no harm will come to them. But when the branches break like that, the cubs take off running. And you need to keep up with them. Otherwise, things that dwell in the darkness will snatch them up. Let's see. And I think that's them growling right now. Okay, these guys are not circling up, so I'm just going to feed them, try to feed them by their level of grayness. You can't sprint in this section. Seems like a bad thing. It's not. Otherwise, you would end up leaving your cubs behind. And that would be bad. Let me see. Opal. Here. Okay, Jasper. No, I didn't notice the sort of grunts in the background. When you feed your cubs, don't, okay, cool. Don't, start moving again until they're done. Okay, Micah? Otherwise, they are in trouble. Actually, I take it back. You can sprint in this level. When the branches break and your cubs run off, you can sprint after them. Do sprint after them. Try to keep them in these rings. There is a short grace period when they leave the rings before they are picked off. And they don't always run in the direction you think they will. Sometimes they run back, or... Anyway, it is wholly... well, I guess it's not wholly unpredictable. You could learn the sequence, but I don't have it memorized, so I just need to watch carefully to see which way they go. Yep, wild onion. Everybody's looking pretty good, so I'll just go by the... list, if I can. Mike, fine. Whoever gets it, gets it. That's, agate. Let's see, anything... there's something over here. I'm guessing that they don't do the ring thing here because, that might take them out of the, out of the circles. Okay, forward. This is the first mechanic that I talked about, and that I mentioned, that's not obvious. There's no explanation for what these rings are. They're just kind of there. So, another kind of tricky part about this segment is that the color changes, so it's kind of hard to tell who needs food the most. Okay. That was Jasper. I already fed Jasper, didn't I? Okay, which way are you going? This way. Now, the smart thing for these cubs to do would be to stick close to me, but that's not what they do, as you can see. If they stayed with me, they would be perfectly safe. Whatever is stalking us apparently won't dare to attack a mother badger. And with good reason. Badgers are spunky things. They're not that big, but they can be quite ferocious, at least by reputation. I've never really worked with a badger. I've seen one once, an American badger, but they have a reputation as being quite ferocious. Especially the African honey badger, which is notoriously difficult to fight because it's just so bold and shrugs off attacks. It's immune to the venom of deadly snakes, as I recall. Hence the meme, honey badger don't care. Actually, that's not the way it goes. It's rather more profane than that, but I am a family-friendly channel, so yeah. Let me see. Okay, which way are you going? This way. Sigh. This would be so much easier if you guys could understand what I was saying when I told you to stay close to me. Soggy badgers. Let me see. That looks like a dead end. So this way. As I recall, there is a frog around here somewhere. I can hear it, actually. I'm not seeing it, so... Oop, you hear that sort of twang on the guitar, or whatever instrument that was? That means one of your cubs has left the circle and is in danger if you don't catch up with him quickly. And the longer they're out of the circle, the scarier the sounds will get. Sounds like there's a frog this way. You know, I don't think I've been up this way. What is this way? I know how to do this, so I don't think there's a lot of danger in stopping to explore. Oh! Where'd you go? Okay. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but... Nope, can't go this way. Alright. Stay on your toes. I'd say try not to be rattled, but really part of the game is just letting yourself be scared. Not for yourself. You're essentially invincible for the period which you are in control. But for your cubs who have neither the sense nor the strength to protect themselves. There's a thing over there. That's agate. I don't think I fed Ruby, but she looks okay. Lots of frogs here. Yeah. Just run with the cubs. Just bear with them. Or badger with them, I should say. Okay, now I'm starting to see some color differences. Ruby, I can't remember if I fed you or not. You're looking kind of gray, so let's see. Yeah, she needed fed, and it looks like Jasper needs fed as well. Excuse me. Frogs. Oh yeah, the sky. This place has a really weird skybox. But I like it. Ah, frog. But since I can't sprint, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him, so... Moving on. Jasper. Wait until he finishes eating. That's very important. Very important. Don't start moving until your kids are done eating. Alright. And I think that's the last time the the noise will trigger. So I think we should be home free from now. At least until the beginning of the next level. The end of the level is right there. So, I think we made it through. No casualties in level 2, the Scary Night level. The game isn't that hard when you know what you're doing. It's when you don't know what you're doing that you start losing people. Which I suppose is kind of a realistic representation of life as a badger mom. Right! Now, for level 1, where we, the first level where we really should stay put. And now I think I can go back to just going down the list. Jasper. Oh, come on, guys. Circle up. Raining, river, not a good combination. The river is flooding. Guys, don't try to cross a swollen river. It's a bad idea. Moving water is very powerful. It's pretty heavy, and there's a lot of it. It's really easy to get swept away. For badgers, even easier. If I could, I would hole up somewhere and wait for the storm to pass. You should also be really careful if you see a storm upstream, because often the flash floods will advance well ahead of the storm. Alright, there's a vole. That's kind of a long shot, but the vole wasn't paying attention. Not as smart as the fox. Ruby. I see that Micah is looking kind of pale, but we'll get to him in a moment. Plenty of food here, as I recall. Agate. Agate of the sideburns. Yeah, Micah's pretty pale. If they go too long without eating, they will collapse. I don't know if they will die afterward, but they will certainly collapse. Now let's get away from here. Micah? And I believe one food item will fill up their food entirely. Okay, another carrot. Okay, this tutorial prompt, I really didn't get it the first time. Jasper. But if you look at the water here, you will see that there are dark parts in the shadow of the stones and light parts. If you cross within the dark parts and you get hit by those waves, you're going to be okay. As you can see, if you're in the light part, then you're in trouble. Foxes. Not worth it. I just fed Jasper. Let's feed. Come on, guys, circle up. Circle the wagons. I don't know where I picked up that saying. It's not one that my family is tend to use. Let me see. Dragonfly. A very noisy dragonfly, which flies in a very weird way. Really, bugs probably wouldn't be out in the rain. Rain plays havoc on the bugs. Ruby, I think? Ruby? Ruby. tree. There's great music in this game. Unlike a lot of my favorite game soundtracks, I don't know if I would really listen to it on its own, but it really sets the atmosphere for this game. Agate, you are here. Have an apple. Alright. I wonder how long this migration is taking. Is it something that we're doing in a day and a night? Or is this just a compression of time? It must be a compression of time, because the cubs get bigger as the game progresses. Which makes you wonder why we're on a months-long migration. I just fed agate, so it's on to mica. I don't know what it is about the thick striped badgers, but they're survivors. They tend to reach the end in the Let's Plays that I've seen. I don't know why. They're slow, at least I perceive them as slow, and they seem to need more food than the others. You would think that it would be the opposite. I don't know. But the broad stripes tend to make it. Then again, maybe this is just cognitive bias, and I'm completely wrong. I think I might have missed a wild onion back there or something. Who did I just feed? I was too busy talking about stripes. I think it was Micah, so let's go back to Jasper. Alright. Glowing pink rain. Sunrise ray. Anything edible over here? There's a hole here. Don't know what the point of this hole is, but it's there. I guess Ruby had to be different and go over the hole. I think I just fed Jasper, so let's move on to Opal. We'll get a carrot. Alright, here's the next crossing. Now, I find that the trick here is to observe where is a fairly safe spot. Let's get a little bit of distance. Come on, guys, behind me, please. Good? Yeah, they're safe. Whoa, okay, not as safe as I thought. That should give us time to get over here. Come on, guys. Ooh, just barely. Okay, I am getting too careless. I need to be more careful. Ruby, I believe this first. And let's get away from those waves. Wait, no, you're not Ruby, sorry. You're, Agate. Ruby. I am thankful at the moment for invisible walls. I'm not usually thankful for invisible walls, but I am right now. Okay. Oh. There you go. Sometimes the cubs spot food that you don't. Agate was actually next on the list, so that works out well. Ah, more food that the cubs spotted that I didn't. Micah. Here you go, Micah. Alright, let's move it. Stay in the dark part. See what I mean about, the broad stripe being slower? Micah seems slower. It seems that way across pretty much all of the Let's Plays I've seen of Shelter, and I watched several. In fact, the first thing I did after completing Shelter was go see how it worked out for other people. See, I just fed Micah, so on to Jasper. Right. Here's the other part where everybody loses a cub. That's a long segment where you have to dodge the waves. But what you do is you go from shadow area to shadow area. Very carefully, timed with the waves. So, let's wait for the wave to pass. We'll go to the first safe area, which is right here. Okay. A little bit, because we're still knocked back somewhat. Okay. Onward to the next safe area. And take your time. It's easy to mess this up. See, right there, I don't think I got that quite quick enough, so I'm going to wait until the next cycle passes. Now, as you can see, we are swept backward, and I think if you're swept out of the safe area, then you are in trouble. Well, not you, but your cubs. Okay, on here. Okay, I can hear it coming. I can't see from here, but I know there's one fairly close. There we go. This is probably the spot where I'm most likely to lose a cub. Is this swollen river, which is a terrible idea to cross. But I know the strategy, so got a fighting chance. Incidentally, this section is somewhat merciful. If you lose one cub to this river, the flood stops. So you won't lose your whole litter to this section. All right. Look around. There's a spot over there that's safe. Okay. And go. Oh boy, it's gonna be cutting it kind of close. Okay, I think we're good. And to safety. Woohoo! Yes! We beat the swollen river! That is a major victory! Let's have a carrot. What did I feed? Jasper? Let's move on to Opal, I think. I think there's plenty of food to be had here, so we should be able to feed all our cubs here. Opal, Ruby, excuse me, Ruby. Yeah, I should have kept a sticky note on my first playthrough. Or maybe not. Maybe messing everybody's names up, like I did last time, added to the humor. I think the only cub that I didn't mess up on my initial playthrough was Mo, because he was so distinct. Oh, apple. There we go. Agate. You know, interestingly, the apples seem to be following my pattern in terms of the order of feeding, which is strange. I think that's just random chance. I saw a frog up there. Can I get the frog? Yes, I can get the frog. Agate just had an apple, so Micah, it's your turn. And now we are to the widest section of the river. We might be able to make it across in one go, but I am not going to risk it. I will be the best badger mom And all my kids are going to make it. And that means not taking stupid risks. And there we go. We made it past the swollen river. We really ought to have just waded out the swollen river. But no. I just fed Micah, so it's on to Jasper. Let's see. Is there more food down here? Carrots. Oh. Here's some more trees with owl faces popping out. Aha. Yeah, I feel a lot more in control now that I know what I'm doing. Ruby. Ruby? Okay. And we are good to go for this level. Look at the fish. Not a good time to try to migrate up the waterfall, guys. Alright. Nice arch. You know, you don't really see arches in forested areas. Usually you see them in deserts. I don't really know why. Huh. And I can never remember exactly what the process is that forms arches. I know it's they're formed by a water flowing past and eroding sort of a hole in a cliff face. But I can never quite remember the exact mechanics. So, what did I just feed? Jasper? I think I just fed Ruby, so let's move on to Agate. Alright. Oh, hey, Vol, I didn't even see you there. If you had remained motionless, you probably would not have been eaten. Micah. Here you go, Micah. Okay. Alright, so this is what we're facing in this level. This is level 4, I guess. Micah onto Jasper. Now, the fire is scary, but, well, it looks scary, but I don't think it's actually as dangerous as it appears. I'm going to tell you a really, really big secret. The fire doesn't do damage. The developers decided that was just too much, so, it's just there to sort of spur you on. The main threat is that, as you can see, when there's fire, you can't see anything there. And, as will become apparent, that is a problem. Opal. But you don't have to worry about getting caught in the flames. Or your cubs getting caught in the flames. Unless, when the grass catches fire, it stops being cover. I don't know about that. It's not something I had an opportunity to test. Ruby. Ruby? Ruby. Who's looking a little bit gray, actually. Is that right? A little bit. Alright, is there an invisible wall in front of this fire? Ow. Well, as you can see, I ran into it, but didn't actually. There's no health bar or anything. And the cubs just wandered right through it, so. Let's see, I just fed Ruby. Next is Agate. I'm getting a little tense, even though I know that this fire is harmless. Harmless fire. That's not something you encounter very often. Now I've forgotten who I just fed. Ruby. Agate. Where is Agate? Agates there. Why did I just pick that back up? I just clicked once. Agates having toasted onion. While, the others are having toasted butts. Lots of toasted butts. But do they learn? No. Right, now here's the real threat in this level. Alright. So, where are you going to appear? Right there. Ah! Oh boy. Come on, guys. I think you get a grace swoop. So she won't catch you the first time. Where are you? Right there. Let's go. As you can see, there's fire advancing on us. That will not hurt us. It's mostly there to add to the urgency of the situation. Where are you now? Right overhead. Okay, we are aiming for... there. Let's go. And go into here. This is a bit of a sprint. Okay, made it. Ignored all the food, but, eh. Oh yeah, this is another, oh boy, it's a long way. Go. Yeah. That was a bit too curvy. Oh boy. See, the broad striped cub always brings up the rear. Go. Alright. Here's another place where it's easy for your cubs to cut corners. So you have to be careful. What? There was no one in view, you bird brain. Right here. Really easy to cut corners. I can grab this one and cut it. No, 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 no. No, what are you doing? Stop that. Here. Onion. No! I don't know who got that, but that was... doesn't matter. That onion was much more trouble than it was worth. Let's see. Observe the flight pattern. Okay. So over there is when we should make our run. Maybe when she's behind that. Rock, go. Okay. If they're in cover by the time she completes her swoop, you're safe. And there's no bird here. Probably. Who's looking kind of gray? Micah. The reason there's no bird here is probably because of that. Advancing wall of fire. But again, I don't believe it does you any damage. And it's pretty easy to outrun anyway. So this part is actually less dangerous than the previous two parts, as long as you keep your head about you. Yeah. Have some nice toasted food. Don't panic, and because if you panic, you're going to make stupid blunders and run into the birds waiting clutches. Who's looking gray? Jasper, you're looking gray. Opal's looking kind of gray. There's more food around here, so. And then I think everybody will be good, and we can I don't remember if there are more bird segments. But if not, then we can get back on our usual rotation. Opal. There you go. Yeah. It looks like this is the way you have to go. Excuse me. But it's not. Don't worry, we don't have to cross the rushing water again. Is there a bowl around here? Not at the moment. Actually, yes there is. Alright, Ruby. Have a bowl. And agate. Agate. Have an onion. Sorry we don't get to toast it this time. Maybe next time. Let's see. This is the way you go. This area is kind of a horseshoe shape. You come in from that direction, and you go out this direction. It's kind of easy to get turned around in this game sometimes. I didn't have that problem, but I've seen a lot of other players have that problem. When my sister played, she reached the end stage, and then got turned around and went all the way back. Okay, no bird here, just fire. So I'm just gonna drop these. Ow, okay, I can't get the toasted carrots. So let's go around. No, I don't know what happens if fire really catches up to you. Anything? I'm not sure. See, this is what happened the first time, too. The cubs were just running through the fire, and it was freaking me out. I was really scared I was going to lose all of them. But they made it through. As you can see, completely unscathed. So just keep your head about you, and you will probably be fine. The real threat of this level is not the fire, it's the bird. And we should be safe from this point onward. Yeah. Judging from these trees, the fire hasn't actually reached here yet. Now, there is a fox somewhere around here. I might be able to catch. Or maybe not. Let's see. Brat. So close. And okay. I've been through here. No, but you have. Did I miss any vegetable food? I don't think I'm gonna get that fox. Yes, I did miss vegetable food. I'm gonna just fed Micah, so Jasper. I'll let the cubs point out anything I miss. Nothing here. Opal. 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 There you go, Opal. I think that's it. So, onward to the last level. There's lots of food in the last level. Alright. No, that doesn't go anywhere. The fox, of course, is long gone. They just kind of disappear if they reach the end point of their travels. Ruby. Have a carrot. Carrot. Good for your eyes, so I'm told. Now, carrots dipped in ranch dressing. Very good. I like those. Agate. Agate. You know, I wonder if the name Agatha is related to agate. Agate is, of course, a stone. That was kind of my theme for these names, in case you can't tell. Stones. Jasper, opal, ruby, agate, mica. Alright, on to the last level. Almost there. 0 casualties so far. I just fed agates, so here you go, Micah. Onion. Excuse me. Apple. So, pattern follows. No, agate got it. Okay. That's alright. There's lots of food around here. There's a carrot right there. From here we can look down on the area below. Okay. Micah, Jasper. Jasper. Let's see. Nope. Let's, oh, apples. Nope. Apples. So, Jasper got one, and agate. Agate gets a lot of apples. There's the fox, a lost cause, I think. I can head him off, which I probably can't. So, he's not interested in my cubs. Let's see if we can sneak up behind him. Then we can feed everybody at once. Sneaky. Sneaky. Ah! Rat. Okay. He got away. That's fine. There's lots of other stuff. Ruby, I think? Is that you, Ruby? Yeah. There you go. Agate just got 1,000,000 apples, so I'm going to skip him. Move on to Micah. Let's see. Bump. Jasper, that's fine. You were next on the list. Yeah, cycling through a list like this is probably the best way to take care of your cubs, rather than rely on them changing color, because it can be kind of hard to tell. Opal. And apples. So that went to agate, as usual, and I think that was Jasper. So Micah next, I think? Maybe? Not certain. Alright, a couple more apple trees. Or at least one more apple tree. 2 more apple trees. Opal, sure. No, that was Jasper. Opal is here. Carrot goes to Ruby. No. Ruby. Let's head over to this apple tree. Where's the apple? Oh, right there. Nope. Oh. Come on, give me that. Nope. Okay, fine. Alright. Micah. Onions. Alright. Up until now, this level has been nice and safe. Now things get dangerous. Slot canyon. Well, I guess this isn't a slot canyon, but it's a canyon. There's a hole down there. A hole in the ground leading to a tunnel. And that is where we are going. There is nothing for it but to run. Don't look back. You're perfectly safe, but your cubs aren't. Okay, I didn't hear a squeal, so, dang it, who's out there? Okay. Micah. Boy, that was a familiar scene. What? You can't get us down here. We're underground. Okay. Safe down here. And there's a bunch of food down here as well. So, just fed Micah. Sue. Jasper. Opal. Radishes for Opal. Yeah, when that segment hits you, just run for it, and your cubs will keep up as best they can. The broad-striped cub, in my experience, often gets stuck out there for a little bit, but I think he tends to survive. Ruby. Ruby is next. Here you go, Ruby. Radishes for you. I assume that's what those are anyway. I have no idea. Alright. Now for the final encounter with Birdie. Let's nab that apple because it's safe to do so. I don't know who got it. Let's grab that onion because it's pretty safe to do so. Just kind of drop it. Whoever gets it, gets it. Did I drop it? Okay, somebody got it. I think we go from here. We're trying to get to the forest over there. Just follow the setting sun if you get disoriented. Let's see. Hello, Birdie. And go. Aiming right here. Whoa! Birdie cloned herself for a moment. Okay. Watch for the final. What's the farthest point of a orbit called? Is it the zenith? I don't remember. From here to that patch of grass over there. Even though our heads are all sticking up, Birdie can't see us. And Birdie is close, so let's wait. Tiling's a bit icky up there. Right. Go. Into this grass. Everybody's looking good on food. And into the hole. Oh, I hope I timed that right. Come on, guys. Alright, birdie. Traffic jam back there. You guys okay back there? Here. Spread out a little. Great, now I can't see birdie. There we go. Pretty sure there's grass straight ahead of us. I hope I timed that right. Oh boy. Whew, that was kinda close, but it worked. Okay. Let's try for that patch of grass over there. That's kind of a long way. But then we can go through that log. Okay. And go. Come on, guys. Okay. Where's Birdie now? You guys are kind of leaking out into the open. Okay. And where did someone's stuck out there. Just run. Okay. Like I said, I think you get it one grace swoop where she misses on her first attempt. Okay. As you can see, the cover ends here. But so does the music. When the music goes away, your cubs are safe from the bird. And now comes the part which catches everybody by surprise. Victory is within our grasp. Just follow the sun. Doo-doo. Is that how it goes? There's more to that song, I think. I don't know it very well. Which is weird, because I've heard it a million times. Eh, boy. Come on, kids. Yep! She's got it out for us now. Come on, guys. Why don't you just leave me behind? There you go. Keep going. Keep running. Eenie, you done well, girl. You done really well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Shelter. And, we did it! Eenie and I got all 5 cubs to safety. We are the best badger mom ever! And I suppose I shouldn't really be excited, because my cub just got, eaten by that same bird that got me. Still, she had a good life. And she, raised her cubs better than I did. All 5 made it. And the credits roll. Usually people are still, gasping in, shock at this point. Anyway, so that is my best mom ever Shelter challenge complete. There's a bear paw sticking out of there. Next up on the Shelter World to-do list is paws. But I don't know when that's gonna be, because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to afford it. So, I'm raring to go on it. I just can't buy it yet. I am waiting impatiently for a way. But I'm looking forward to it. It's a linear game like Shelter 1 is, so I hold high hopes, as I already mentioned, for the same sort of heavy emotional experience that made the first Shelter work so well. I loved this game. I hated it because I was, I cared about my cubs and they were dying, but the experience was awesome. But yeah. You don't play a mother animal in Paws, which is a first for the Shelter series. You play a lost cub. And I'm interested to see how they handle that. I think they're learning from their mistakes with Shelter 2, because, like I said, that just felt kind of unfocused. I mean, I was doing a lot of the same stuff as in Shelter 1, but there was no sort of driving force. And it didn't grab me like the first Shelter did. So I didn't enjoy that as much. It's okay, but Shelter 1 just kind of blew me away. Shelter 2 was like, eh. Granted, I didn't do all the exploring possible. Maybe one of these days I'll go back and do another round of Shelter 2, where I explore more. Maybe I'll do some sort of challenge. If you have a challenge to suggest, leave a comment, and I'll think about it. And now the epilogue. There's Birdie, and poor Eenie. Oh, little girl. Feeding the next generation of birdies to terrorize you guys when you play this game. And I think we're back in the menu? I don't know. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time, in whatever next time happens to be. Thanks, guys! Bye!